Welcome people of the World Wide Web. So it's Cypher Sigma here and hope you all had a nice Christmas, New Year break, festive period and time with friends. Hopefully you're staying away from all the colds that are out. So it's Monday, it's an in-depth collection. So yes, we did have a little break over the Christmas period, but we are back. Hopefully stronger than ever. So we start off, I believe, episode 29. So let's get into it. So here we are at the new shelf for the collection in depth, and as always you have to bear with me as I get it out. So the first movie we have is Sanctuary. So this is one of my favourite martial artists, Mark Dacascos. It was an alright movie. I remember it, I bought it a long time ago. It's one of his earlier works. So we shall put that there. Next one, San Andreas, obviously the typical Rock and the American one. It's still said. I actually have seen this. I bought this. I can't remember where I actually bought this. It was an alright action movie. As Lay Go even. Sorry, my poor English. James Cameron's Sanctorum. I don't think I've watched this, or if I have, it's so long ago I don't recall it. I thought, from what I've seen of the trailer and what I do remember on TV, and that's whether I've seen it or the trailer, it didn't look too bad. Obviously, James Cameron does well with water. Here we have one of my favourite Christmas movies. Did not watch it this year. Santa Claus, the movie. Love this with Dudley Moore. Then we have a bit of Sarah Millican live. I quite like her. I do find her quite funny. So she is in there. We have a second Sarah Millican one. I do find it quite right. Then we have one that my wife brought into collection I've never seen, John Travolta's Saturday Night Fever. I will get round to watching this at some point. Add it onto that big list. Then we have Seth Rogen's Sausage Party. I found this hilarious when I went to it at the movies even. Savages. So quite an ensemble cast. It was okay. If my memory is one I've seen a long time ago, so it's hard to recall much of it. Saving Hope. This is my wife's series. Obviously, the main lady is from Smallville. Erica Durant, I think her name is. Yeah, Erica Durant. Smallville. So I can't come that. Then, obviously, in relation to the Disney one, Saving Mr. Banks. Great movie of Emma Thompson and Tom Hanks. Really good how this is all worked together. And then the final one for this is Saving Private Ryan. So let's slide them all back in there. So here we have next one. So these will all change. So when I've said like New Year's resolution, as this is being filmed in New Year, I want to downsize. So I'm looking to get the Blu-ray version of Saw. So all of these will go to one, which will make a bit of sense. But obviously here's Saw 1, an amazing movie at the time. You know, great action. 2, I didn't think 2 was too bad. And obviously we go for 3. Which I rent the copies. They're not worth individually that much. 4. I did watch them all in one go a while back, but I don't have Jigsaw, Spiral, or Saw 10. So that's Saw 5. Then we have Saw 6. Again, rental copy, so I got it really cheap. And then the final chapter, which was supposed to be. Then we have a classic movie from one of my favourite actors, John Cusack, Say Anything. Obviously, you would have seen the boombox thing be shown quite a few places. Say It Isn't So, Heather Graham, a kind of chick flick comedy movie. Apologies for that. My dog is having a little sniff around somewhere. Then we have a series my missus was into, Scandal. So I bought her season 1 and season 2. She hasn't got round to finishing that. And then Scarface. So let's attempt to put all these back. As you can see, they're all round in. This shelf will have stuff, will have more of these DVDs. These will be spreaded out and they will go into there. So this is where I'm in my final phase of moving stuff. So if I can actually get to any of them. So we had the very first Scary Movie. Watch this at cinema. It's the most funniest movie I've ever seen at the cinema. Rewatch value isn't as great. And then obviously we have 2, which is The Caretaker. I do like 1, 2. Then they just get rubbish from there out. But I still have them to finish off. Obviously Leslie Nielsen there. So number 3. Then number 4 with the Hello Kitty. And I think there is a 5th, but I don't own it. Schindler's List. I love this special edition I've got on. Love this movie. Really, really great film. Obviously a sad subject matter, but still great. Then another great movie from the early 2000s, School of Rock even. You know, good family movie from Jack Black. Then we have the recent movie Scoob. Love this movie. It's a shame that they canned the second one, but I thought this was a really, really good one. I think the only thing was that Matthew Lillard didn't voice Shaggy in it. That was the only one. Obviously then we had the live action Scooby-Doo. And number 2. And we have Scorched. There's obviously a loose disc in there I need to sort out. Then what I bought recently, my steel tin of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and again another great movie. And then the final one on this shelf is Scream. So let's put them all back in here. There we go. So we'll do that. We'll do 2 shelves today to keep it going. So then we have Scream 2 to follow on. Not a bad follow-up. Then obviously they try and milk a dead horse. There's number 3. It was all right, interesting opening. Then Scream 4, and that is all I own. I actually have seen Scream 5 and 6, and again this is where I'm going to downsize, so hopefully I'll get a box set of all 6 of them, which will be like that size, maybe that size, and then I save myself some space. Another great Christmas movie, Scrooged. Can't beat Bill Murray. Then, as you can see, it's The Scrubs. Again, this is another one, if I can find a good complete box set, fairly cheap on Blu-ray, I will upgrade all of these. So we have season 1, 2, 3. We were watching this and then we got to a point of start to 4. I went on to finish it because I'd never seen it, but my wife had. So the 5th. Great series. Obviously, I know a lot of comedy would be frowned on now. 5th, 6th. Then 7 and 8, the final one. A bit disappointed, they should have left it at 7. 7 I think ended the best. Then Searching, great movie. I believe they did a follow-up called Missing that was actually really, really good as well. I can't remember his name, is from Star Trek and Harold Kumar. He definitely shone in this, but it's really a great movie and kept you on your edge. I know it's kind of scene footage, which isn't everybody's cup of tea. Sorry, let me just get that in there. Right, so let me go into the middle section with Season of the Witch, and Lenticular here with Ron Perlman and Nicolas Cage. It was an okay movie. It wasn't the greatest from his. I'm glad to have the Lenticular though. It's nice. Then we have The Secret in Their Eyes. This is about cops trying to find kind of a killer, and it ends up the cop here, played by Julia Roberts, it's her daughter who actually gets killed by the killer, and then it's how she goes on this kind of revenge, and there's a very good twist and turns in it. I was quite surprised by that one. Secretary, Maggie Gyllenhaal, I believe. Yeah, I've watched it, it was alright. Then we have Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. Not too bad movie. Quite an interesting, different story. Got this, obviously, watched this before I watched a dog. Before I had a dog. So, yeah, I say I don't watch too many dog movies now because you like See No Evil, Hear No, a great classic movie, buddy comedy, and very interesting that obviously one's blind and one's deaf and how they worked that. Selfless, one I watched at the cinema with my wife, a great movie about you basically taking over somebody's body and transforming your consciousness into a younger person and kind of the ramifications of that. Then we have obviously a big Lee Mack fan, Semi-Detached. This was a series he did, actually really, really good. I'm surprised this didn't get picked up for more, but it is what it is. Then we have Will Ferrell and Semi-Pro. Obviously him being a sports star, very silly. It was okay when I watched it. Nothing really stands out for me. Then we have Senna, obviously a guy I used to work with. He was a big Enter Senna fan, and he got me this. And I believe I have watched this and did actually really enjoy this. I do quite like real life films where you get to learn more about those people. Serendipity, obviously, again, another. If you've seen my Actor Factor, you'll see this is in the top 10 John Cusack movies. Then we have series The Contender, I think series 7 it's called, yeah. So this is about kind of a load of killers all kind of battle royale against each other. Yeah, you go, look, the Survivor big series. Quite a good, interesting concept. And then we go to the last part. So first we have Sir and Sarah. I liked this movie. Obviously Matthew Perry from his Friend days. Obviously he's passed now, unfortunately. But I really liked that movie. I thought it was quite good. Then we have Seven, a great Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman movie. Obviously, we all know what's in the box. Then a great classic movie that I grew up. So my mum is a big fan of the old classics, and this one always sticks with me. So Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. A great movie. Love singing along to it. Even though I can't sing. £7. Again, another great movie. From this very interesting idea and how they applied it. Obviously Will Smith can do really good movies. Seven Psychopaths, literally what it is a oddball kind of ensemble. It was okay, kind of going through the motions, I thought. Then we have Seven Samurai, great movie for its time, very long, but obviously interesting of how they apply it. But yeah, I was very surprised I liked that. Then we have Seven Swords, a martial art movie. It was alright, not their greatest one. I don't know if it's down to the actors or the story. I said some bits just didn't work well for me. 7 Years in Tibet, I don't think I've ever seen it, so I cannot comment. If you have seen this, please do let me know in the comments down below. Then we have Severance, a very cheesy Danny Dyer movie. I thought it was okay, but again, as you say, turn your brain off and enjoy. Shank, I've not seen it, so I can't really comment. I think it's kind of kids, hooligans around that era. Then we have great martial art movie back in the day, Shaolin Soccer. Stephen Chow, before he did Kung Fu Hustle. Really like this. I haven't watched it for a long time. Then we have the only first one of Sharknado. I got this because I was just intrigued. It's very very far-fetched, but it was okay. It was worth a watch. Shark Night, obviously do like a good shark movie. I thought this was alright. Kind of fun. You know, very poor acting, I think, kind of let this down a little bit. Shark Tale, very bad. Will Smith movie. And then the final one, which was one of the worst movies I probably bought and own, is Sharktopus. So it's a shark and an octopus merged together. Bad doesn't even begin to describe this movie, but there we go. And there we go. That is this week's collection. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little showcase of part of my collection. Anybody who is new, this is obviously a weekly event that I do most Mondays, where I go over my collection in depth. There is a playlist now, so each video will be added to that, so you can watch them in order and go through. I will be going through the whole collection. I've got anime and animation to go as well. So so thank you for tuning in. I've been Cypher Sigma Screen Time. Do all the things you want to do, like, comment, subscribe. Otherwise, I shall see you in the next one.